One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to El Paso, Texas, aka the Sun City, the biggest small town in the great state of Texas. Here in El Paso, there are strong ties to Mexico, especially her sister city Juarez, located right across the border in the state of Chihuahua. Over the past century, this culturally vibrant community has suffered both economically and structurally within the downtown region, the passageway to and from Juarez. In recent years, there's been a movement within El Paso, led by private investors and the city council, to bring a deteriorating region back to its illustrious vigor and beginnings. As you can see, the plan has already generated some results. However, these plans are not universally accepted due to the utilization of eminent domain by the city government to acquire property in the historical community known as El Segundo Barrio. Segundo Barrio is a low-income community located in the heart of downtown El Paso. And if these revitalization efforts go as planned, the expected increase in property value will eventually displace many, if not all, the residents there, decimating the rich history within the community. How it will turn out is yet to be seen. But before we go any further, why don't we find out just what led to this deterioration in the first place? Here is El Paso during the late 19th century. It's hard to believe it now. The city once had potential to become a bustling metropolitan community given the unique position along the Mexican-American border. The connection between El Paso and Juarez has always been one that revolved around our shared culture. Nonetheless, the business relationship between the two seems to have been the cause and solution to downtown's misfortunes. Commercial competition between the border cities has always given one side of the border a distinct economic advantage. For instance, the Zona Libre program instituted by the Mexican government in 1885, which was later revoked, gave Juarez the economic edge over El Paso. The Mexican Revolution of the early 20th century, however, gave El Paso businesses the advantage. This advantage remained true for El Paso until right after the Second World War, when the dependency on public transportation waned, thus directly affecting the economic vitality of the central business district. This phenomenon, in conjunction with the devaluation of the Mexican peso, eventually led to the ruin of downtown. Investment in the region was concentrated in constructing neighborhoods in the peripheries of El Paso, where the land was cheap. In the end, downtown was left with nothing. El Paso isn't giving up yet, though. It's still full of viable community sources, businesses, people. The people are alive in El Paso. But since the deterioration of the El Paso City downtown region, the government has attempted in futility on several occasions to spur private interest in the redevelopment of the downtown district. Only in the last 20 years has this initiative picked up speed through the utilization of public funds, i.e. local tax dollars and federal tax dollars, the leadership of the city council under the direction of Mayor Gordon W. Cook, and private investors such as Paul Foster, who bought up the Plaza Hotel, Brent Harris, and the Paso del Norte group, spearheaded by Bill Sanders. According to Susie Bird, El Paso City Representative for the 2nd District, the road to revitalization has taken many twists and turns.
The kind of the way the plan is unfolded is different than what was envisioned, but it's been good stuff. So you have some larger property owners and some smaller developers and property owners looking at investments. So you've got a lot of activity, more than we've seen in a lot of time. You've got the real estate investment trust that's starting to buy property throughout, and they own the Chase and the Wells Fargo, and they've been just trying to get more employers downtown.
Though the Downtown Revitalization Initiative may seem to be a panacea, this movement in all practicality would eventually displace the low-income families of El Segundo Barrio, thus spurring a resistance from the local community.
I think particular to Segundo Barrio, not only are the buildings old, but there's just an incredibly rich history, particularly because of its location so close to the border. Just so many great stories, sort of the beginnings of our city, really.
This love for the history and culture of the barrio has led residents, employees, and even ex-employees, such as Reverend Edgar Avitia, previously of the Haunchen Community Center, Emmanuel United Methodist Church, and the Lydia Patterson Institute, to speak out in defense of the community.
El Segundo is a point of reference for the Chicano soul. What is being happening to El Segundo is that the slowly but surely, with the strategies privileged by the state and by its business community, the Segundo Barrio has been dismantled systematically.
Now, there's a little bit. ¿Todavía salen a platicar afuera y todo?
No, como antes no.
Not like was before. Okay.
Mi contribución, my concern, I am all for development. I am all for development, but I am for community development.
The Downtown Revitalization Initiative, in theory, will help bring prosperity back to the downtown region. However, we feel that the voice of the people should be heard within El Segundo Barrio and the rest of El Paso. This is your city, so get involved. Here's Susie Bird's card. Give her a call. She loves to hear from students. And here are a couple of websites you can find quick. I know you're probably on the internet as you're watching this film right now, so do it. Do it now.